Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer, and I'm here for the live reads for today. I'm gonna come on again later. Sorry I didn't come on earlier, but I didn't sleep well last night, so I was just taking it easy this morning. So I'm gonna get all the cards out. I got to show you what Auntie Charlie sent for Avery. This is the cutest thing ever. I just got it. Look at these little pants. Right? But look at this. It's the first thing she has with her name on it. And a little penguin. It's the cutest thing ever. Look at these little pants. After she grows out of it, I'm going to put it in her scrapbook. The car seat came today, which I don't know if it's an omen, because the car seat wasn't supposed to come until the 30th, but we got it. It's here. So let's see what happens. The doctor says week 39. We're at week 37 right now. But I don't know. I was having some strange pains before. But it kind of felt like those pains that you get when you go out for a run, like that kind of cramp in the side. I think that may be what it was. Who the hell knows? Okay, Coco, what's going on with Kay at the moment? Well, she's a little bit up and down. So she's feeling like she doesn't have any magic. She's feeling like she doesn't have any control. However, she's going to be moving forward quickly, and she's also going to be pursuing. And she comes back because you got the Six of Cups here. Eventually, you're going to get happiness. So something's going to happen that makes you happy. Right now, having nothing to do with you, she's either stressed out or feels like she's going nowhere, going nowhere fast. Okay. Those little pants are so cute. I know. You know what else is cute too? Well, their little hats. Okay, TD. How is the Aries feeling about me now? Okay. Well, you got the Death card and transformation, and you also have either a karmic meeting coming up or fate is going to step in here. So if they're not making a decision, which I think they're not, fate is going to make it for them. I think they may be a little bit on the fence. That's okay. Let's see what fate has in store. You know, I say it to other people, but when it comes to myself, I get frustrated. When things don't happen the way you want them to happen, or sometimes fate steps in. If somebody doesn't do the right thing, sometimes fate steps in. And that just may be what we're waiting for. Sister Moon, what is he feeling right now towards me? Okay. He feels like, so first he's feeling like he's taken off the restraints. He's not going to be holding himself back, and he's going to be coming forward. You should be hearing from him, or he should be trying to contact you somehow. He wants justice. He's feeling like he deserves justice, and he's feeling angry for what's gone on. But I think he's going to try to do something to change the situation because it's eating away at him. It is. It's eating away at him. Susie, why did Steve let me down yesterday and today? It's showing that he's isolating himself. Now, this is isolating himself in not a good way. Upright, it could be like turning in, spending time in meditation, thinking about what it is you want, how you want to take the situation forward. In reverse, it's like, I don't want to deal with the world kind of thing. The odd thing is that I know you said he let you down yesterday and today, but according to the cards, he's going to come through. This is what you got. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Happiness, a wish comes true, a spiritual connection, and your relationship moves forward with him quickly. So I know that you said that he let you down today, and I believe that, but I also think that something around the situation is going to change relatively soon that's going to bring happiness. So try to hang in there. And I know in the moment, it's very hard to feel that, and it's very hard to believe that, but that's what the cards are indicating. And we got to go by what the cards say. Oh. AJ, January 2020 reading. Okay, AJ, you got an offering of love coming in here with someone who wants to have a stable relationship with you, and it looks like you may be holding yourself back. Don't hold yourself back because there's happiness. You work on this situation to give this person a chance, you're going to find happiness. Susie, is he just using me? I don't think he's just using you. He's not just using you. There's more here than that. Oh yeah, this pain was more of like the kind that you get when you go out running and it gets you in the side and you can't breathe. It's pretty much gone now. Martha, how did he feel when I told him I haven't moved out yet? Okay. A little bit disappointed. I don't know what the situation is that we're talking about exactly, but it shows the Four of Wands is in reverse, which could be disappointment around the home. It also could be that he felt a little bit undecided on what that meant. And he's waiting, or he's waiting to hear that something's changed. Sure. Does Joshua W. have feelings for me? Okay. Yes. I'm not going to tell you that he's head over heels in love with you, but there's an interest and there are feelings there, definitely. Corey, in spirits trying to wake me up with their knocking. Whoa. That can be intimidating. All right, let's see. Yeah, you have a lot of spirits around you. That's good. Doesn't look like they're bad spirits, but it wouldn't hurt to take a bath or shower with salt water. Chloe, when will I get into a relationship? All right, timing for Chloe. Three of Hearts. So I want to say the month of March. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, the month of March, or the springtime with the hearts. So I'm saying that you could meet the person anytime between now and then, but the relationship should take off or stabilize by the end of March. Christy. Christmas is okay. I mean, I have fun with my nephews, but you know, like when you get older, I don't know. Christmas is, you know, I don't know. Anyhow, I hope that you guys had a great Christmas. Will people be moved by music in 2020? Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. You got a transformation too coming up around music. Something's going to move forward in 2020 for you. Jelena, I almost passed out today. I'm scared. Is it serious? I would suggest that you definitely see a doctor. I'm going to pull the cards anyway, but I would see a doctor because, I mean, there are a few things. Because I teach hot yoga. Yeah, I've been in this situation. Usually, if you've been doing something or overexerting yourself and you're dehydrated, you will pass out. It can even make you feel like one guy, and it doesn't happen often at all, but the one time it happened, he was really dehydrated that it almost looked as if he was having a stroke. Another time somebody passed out. Well, they didn't pass out. They just kind of got really cramped, which we know that's low potassium. Once you start to get fluids in them, coconut water and vitamins, they usually come back pretty quickly. But this guy, we called an ambulance and they had to give him intravenous liquids. So passing out usually has something to do with blood sugar, dehydration, sugar, salts, that kind of stuff. But I would suggest that you go get checked out. Because it could be something, you know, it could be a simple fix. Like you just need to drink more. Like I would say drink more coconut water, get more potassium, eat more brown rice, get more magnesium. Those things may be low, but I'm not a doctor. So I would rather a doctor tell you that. I would see a doctor. I don't think it's anything too serious, but I would see a doctor. And if you're not eating enough and your sugar drops and you overexert yourself, that's another way that you could pass out. Woo-woo. Was child support taken from Nate's check on October 4th? Okay. I'm only getting a 33% chance that it was taken, so I'm not sold that there was anything taken out of his check. I don't know what's going on because I know that the courts are pretty like strict with that stuff. So yeah, I'm not convinced. If you didn't get it yet, October 4th was a long time ago. Sure. What will happen for Lee and I in 2020? Well, you have a road ahead of you here, definitely, but he comes back. The Six of Cups is somebody who comes back. Somebody from your past comes back. If he's not from your past, somebody from your past is coming back. There's an Aries around you. That could be him. If it's not him, somebody else is coming back. But between you and him, you have a transformation ahead of you with the Death card because that's what the question was. Now, sometimes it's a timing thing. It could be somebody from your past comes back. It could be an old friend. You're having lunch with an old friend. You get a phone call from Lee and you're relationship with him starts to change. Things do change. It doesn't look like it's free of arguments and bickering. It looks like he may disappear again. But all in all, I think that you're going to, it's going to be a long and windy road, but you're going to be back and forth with him all year until things finally settle down. And that's going to be your choice. You may decide to walk away from him. Mahalia, career reading for 2020. Okay, what's going on for Mahalia in 2020? You got Lammy, Dylan? Where's Lammy? Lammy has no ears anymore. His ears came off. Okay, in 2020, it looks like you're going to find an offering that is going to actually pay you enough money to make you feel financially stable or financially secure. The Emperor is here. You could have a good connection with your boss or somebody who's working with you rather than against you. I think that there's going to be a lot of passion around the job that you take, and I think that your life is going to transform with the Eight of Wands. So things change quickly. So if you're not employed right now, or if you're at a job that you don't like, or one that doesn't pay you enough, I think you're going to find a better job in 2020. Lammy went on the floor, Dylan. Bianca, Caroline the Libra is thinking about me nowadays. What does she feel about my photo? I'm a Libra. Okay, let's see. She's definitely been thinking about you a lot lately. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, which means your relationship with her can move forward pretty quickly. I think that she was impressed by the photo. I think you need to use your intuition with her a little bit more. I think that she thinks that you're beautiful, she's attracted to you, and she thinks about you a lot. I think that she has some insecurities that you may not see. I don't think that she's as confident as she may come off. Gracie, why does James act cold and distant towards me? I would step away from him for a minute, give him a little bit of space. I think sometimes he feels like he takes out shit on you that's not your fault with the Five of Wands because he can. I would, just for your own self, because it shows here that there's a little bit of heartbreak around you, I would distance yourself from him a little bit. It looks like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders and he doesn't know what to do. Like he's stressed out by life in general. And adding anything to it makes matters worse for him. And he tends to not know how to express himself in the best way. So he acts like a jerk. I would distance yourself from him a little bit. Susie, shall I confront his behavior if I see him? Okay. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you should. So that's kind of low, but this is what my suggestion would be. I wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but I would bring something up. I got to tell you, I'm a little sick and tired of people acting like this. it's like, man up already. And there's so many people that are in the same situation where they're not getting what they want, or somebody's half-assing it. I think that you can confront it, but I wouldn't make a big, huge deal out of it. I would make it a very lighthearted, mention it, but I wouldn't attack him. Martha, did my mom's post upset him and make him withdraw? Okay. %70 chance yes, and he feels a little unlucky at the moment. So I think so. I think it did affect him in some way. Auntie Charlie, I got you. I got your gift today. Thank you so much. It's the cutest. The little pants are the cutest. Manaz, what can I expect this weekend? And is he missing me? Okay. He's definitely missing you. 6, 7, 12, 13. Okay, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen this weekend, but I can tell you that luck is on your side and you should come to happiness. So something is going to work out in your favor this weekend or within the next 5 or 6 days. Lauren, how is he feeling about me? Okay. How is he feeling about me? Well, you know what? He's a little undecided with the Two of Swords in reverse. The Temperance card is here, and so is the Moon. So the Moon card, use your intuition when dealing with them. Temperance, he feels that you're balanced, you're patient, you're compassionate, you're loving, you're a sweet soul, you have a good heart. But he's a little undecided on how to move forward or what to do. And he feels like his insecurities have gotten the best of him lately. What the heck is this in my face? What is going on here? Okay. Andrea, the Scorpio's intentions, okay. They intend to move this relationship forward with you quickly. They're no longer holding themselves back. You may be feeling a little bit weighed down because they may come on a little bit strong. They do come in with an offering of love, and the Empress is here. So be careful with the Empress because it could be the birth or the conception of a child. It also means that they look at you like you're a Greek goddess, so enjoy all of that. But I think that this relationship is their intentions is to move it forward quickly and not let you go. And they come off as very confident. X subliminals. What does the Leo think I'm going to do at the party? He's not really thinking all that much. He's kind of thinking that you could be one to overindulge with the Death card here. Over drink, over flirt, over whatever. But he doesn't think that like you have an intention to do anything. He does think that that you're probably going to be overindulging, which is whatever. It's a party. Abel. Did Abel have a friend call as someone else? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, definitely. Danny, can you do a career reading for me and challenges? Okay. Career reading. It shows that you may take too many chances when it comes to career. I don't know if that resonates with you, but it shows that financial stability is, it's a little bit topsy-turvy right now. So that may be a challenge that you have right now when it comes to your career. Maybe being a little bit too inconsistent or not putting in enough effort. The Chariot is in reverse, which means you're not moving forward fast enough. Arguments and bickering, but eventually things should change for you. I'm going to say that it probably won't change until the second half of the year, where you start to buckle down and focus on working really hard on one area of your career that brings in great money. Or it could be changing careers. Whatever it is, it takes you to a different level, but it won't happen until the second half of the year. Your challenges right now is that either you're taking too many risks, or your focus is too scattered on too many different things. Find the one thing that resonates with you and focus hard on it, and you're going to be successful before the end of the year. Edith, general love, money, and new energy. Okay. You got an offer in front of you here that you're going to take somebody up on their offer, and your relationship is going to move forward quickly. Somebody from your past comes back. You don't necessarily take them back, because I think that they still may be a little bit unbalanced. They could be an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Now, if they're not the person that comes back, an earth sign should be coming in here. Use your intuition. You could end up in the happy home before the end of the year, but you're not over the bickering and the fighting. And you're still going to be feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. There's a creative project in front of you that you're prepared to move forward with. For the second half of the year, you have something to celebrate around your career or around money. And eventually you get happiness. There's a Virgo here. So earth signs are showing up a lot here. There could be earth signs around you, or you could also be spending a little bit of time taking time for yourself, meditating, thinking about what you want. I think you're going to get a new opportunity at love, and I think that somebody from your past is going to come back, and you're going to have to make a decision. At some point, you may be able to get away with it for a little while, to keep the two players around, which is fine. Susie, what are his feelings for me, and what does he want? I don't know what's wrong with him. It's like he's got the star card, so he can have his wish. So I think he does want to be with you, and he wants to be in a serious relationship. But then it shows that he gets a little bit undecided, and he turns and he walks away. However, he comes back and the relationship changes. It shows that he has feelings for you. He cares very deeply about you, and the relationship transforms. So it's like he can't make up his mind. And I hate to say this because it sounds like such a cop-out, but it's like he gets moments where he gets so scared that he's like almost paralyzed. And to me, like, fucking man up already. There's so many men that are in that situation. And if you told them out on it, they would never admit to it, but they're wimps. Denny, what Andy feels and thinks about me. Okay. mean, he thinks that you are a good person, and he's very attracted to you. He also thinks that you put in a lot of effort and that you build stable relationships. You got the Judgment card here, which means something here is destined to happen between the two of you. It may happen when you least expect it because the Page of Swords is here. But he's kind of like lackadaisical about moving forward. Another one. He has feelings, but I think he kind of knows how you feel about him, and he thinks that he can get away with treading water for a bit, so he's just kind of riding it out right now. Gracie. Will he still come forward with an offering of love? Okay. He does. He definitely does. Sometimes someone's got to almost lose you before they can step up. Unfortunately, I mean, in my situations throughout my life, I've always had the person come back after I was involved with somebody else. So they never stood the chance. And that's why I always say to people, if you're back and forth with somebody who's like not texting, and then he's showing up, and then he's letting you down, and then all of a sudden you meet somebody that acts like a fucking human, you're not going to stand for that shit when this person comes back, and it's going to be their loss. I mean, I hate to see it go like that, but that happens a lot. Like, you're not going to tell the person standing in front of you that's doing everything right to go take a flying leap. I'd rather be abused by this shithead. So keep your options open. That's all I'm saying. And I say that to everyone because if you're at least open to it, and if I think for a long time, especially when I was with the guy that I was with for 10 years, I think I was really closed off to meeting other people. I had my heart set on him. And let's face it, there's a whole world out there. Wait a minute. Where the heck am I? I lost my spot now. Who is that I just did? Gracie, I think, right? Yeah, okay. So then the next person is Ashmita. How is next week looking for me? Okay, let's have a look. How's next week looking? Next week looks good for the most part. Balanced, spiritual, connected. You feel by the end of the week a little bit burdened, and you may be feeling a little bit unprepared by the end of the week, but for the most part, I think the week looks pretty pleasant. Pretty easygoing. All right, I'm up to Mahalia. What areas of my life need the most attention right now? It shows two things here. I don't know how you feel about this. The double card here is addiction. I don't know if you have some kind of an addiction or some kind of something that is might feel really good that is not so good for you. So that's what it shows, that needs attention, and it can be anything. It could be anything from alcoholism to over-exercising to anything that would be like an obsessive compulsive thing, and a lot of us have it, so there's no judgment there, but that's what it's showing. It's also showing that you could be at some point involved in a three love triangle. If you're in a love triangle right now, it needs attention, and the good news is that you conquer both of these things. Andrea, does the Scorpio have eyes on other women? Nobody specific, no. I mean, I can't tell you he doesn't look at other women. I can't tell you he's not attracted to other women. Guys are, that's what they do. But there's nobody specific. I am up to sister. Oh, I don't see sister's thing. All right, I will look for sister after I do Susie. Health reading, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, health reading. I don't really like to do health because, like I always say, I'm not a doctor, but this is what the cards show. So you take it for what it's worth. And it's not a substitution for medical advice. It shows that you're in control of your health and you have justice here, and the hangman is in reverse, which means moving forward. Being a little bit more health conscious this year, maybe focusing a little bit more on diet and exercise. You could even be doing some research on what works for you and what doesn't, trying different things. I think that moving into the new year, you get a better handle on your health and you are focused on making positive choices, which, it's a good thing. I'm a huge believer in experimenting with the different kinds of foods, like with the blood pressure thing. The first thing I did when I found out my blood pressure was high is I researched, never had trouble with my blood pressure ever. I researched what would help bring it down, and coconut water, onions, and garlic came up. So for the whole week, I made sure I had at least one coconut water every day, and my blood pressure came down 10 points. And I'm still going to stick with it, and we'll see what happens next week. So you may start playing around with things like that moving into 2020, because if you can cure something naturally or help something naturally, it's so much better than having to take some kind of a medication. Oh, I think I see Sister Moon. Okay. Sister Moon. I separated from a friend T all summer when I started getting sick. She kept messaging me for months, so I finally gave in and told her I was sick and never heard from her again. Was it all a game? And I can't tell you that it was all a game, but I can tell you that she's a fair weather friend. So she was either looking for you to do something or hook up with you for something. Like there was something that she was, I don't want to say using you for, but thought that you would be able to be part of it. And when she heard that you were sick, she was like, well, she can't help me. So it reminds me of very fair weather. She would be the first person there if she thought that she could get something out of you or you could help her. But since you were sick and you couldn't do what she wanted, she was... yeah, I guess it was sort of like a game, but I think it's more of like a fair weather thing. I think if you were to let her know that you're better, she will start contacting you again. But with friends like that, like, do we really want them to be part of our lives? Tell her to go take a flying leap. Now, people can be so bizarre. Susie, will he tell me he loves me if I back off? Okay, I can't tell you he's going to tell you that he loves you, but I can tell you that you're going to get more out of him. If he thinks that he's starting to lose you, he's going to step up more. But, you know, it's the kind of thing where you really have to change the energy of the situation. So, for example, you can't just tell somebody, well, I'm seeing somebody else, because they don't believe it. They don't feel it. Like, it's the energy is not right. If you're really talking to somebody else and you don't say anything, but you sort of disappear, they pick up on that. So it's the kind of thing that you can't really fake. But if you can get distracted doing something else, I don't even care if you're just like bullshitting with people online and you have no intentions of ever meeting any of them. It being out there in the universe can be enough to spark the, ignite the flame. Because sometimes these people, like they think that they have you where they want you and they can do whatever they want. But the second that you start to shut down a little bit, that's when you hear something. Or all of a sudden they start to act a little bit differently. Kelsey, what will come of emailing the Libra who ghosted? Okay. I think it's going to cause you worry and regret. So my thing is, and this just could be something that's really embedded in me because my mother used to always tell me, don't put anything in writing because you can't take it back. What I would do is, if you have their phone number, I would call them. You can always call from a blocked number if you feel like you need to, if you think that they may not answer the phone. But I always think that talking in person, talking on the phone is better than anything that goes through email or text messages. Just because reading it, like when you read something, you don't have the inflection of how the person how they mean things or what their intentions are. I think that the best thing to do is to speak to somebody in person so they can look into your eyes and they can see your emotions. And if you can't do that, talking on the phone would be the next best. I'm not a big one for sending emails because if you send the email and you don't get a response, and the cards show worry and regret, I would be careful. I would call. I would call. Or if you know where he is, I would show up. Because you know what? People got to stop acting like assholes. I mean, really, like, what is this ghosting nonsense? I mean, have a little decency and respect for people. I can't stand that. Did I skip Lauren? Will he reach out and message me soon? I think I skipped that one. Let me see. I don't remember if I answered that one for Lauren. Lauren, if you're out there, can you tell me if I answered it? I don't remember. Sister Moon, why has nobody worked out in the last 3 years? Since S, okay. I think because you have your heart set on him. It shows working hard and it shows the soulmate relationship card. Unfortunately, I don't think that that's the healthiest of unions there between you and him. I think using your intuition is imperative. And I think you do have somebody from your past coming back out of the blue. That person could be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. I think that your heart is set on this guy, and that's what's happening. Listen, I've been there. I totally get it. But I don't know. I feel like The relationship is a little bit destructive. I didn't answer for Lauren, right? I didn't think I did. Now, what was the question? Let me go back and look. And let me know if I skipped over anybody else, because will he reach out, message me soon? Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he will. Let's see if I can get some timing here on it. Could be 6 days. 6 days, 6 weeks. If you haven't heard from him in a while, I'm going to say maybe 6 weeks. Or within 6 weeks. Oh, this damn nose is so annoying. Charter, how will things go with Cameron when he comes back into my life? Okay. It's going to be a little bit up and down. So it shows first that he comes back and then he backs up a little bit. And then you may be feeling a little bit let down, but he shows up again. And this time when he comes in with a little bit more passion. Comes in out of the blue. And then it looks like you hit another slowdown. And then there's some arguments and bickering. So it looks like he's going to come back, but you're going to have a road ahead of you. Hang in there. It's going to take some work. Some relationships are just more work than others. All right, let me see. Where am I? Oh, that good. When people ghost each other, it drives me fucking crazy. All right, Talia. May I have a general love and career for the next year? I need another job. Well, things do move forward for you next year pretty quickly. And it looks like it's going to be on the career front, because the Six of Pentacles is usually like a work relationship that functions really well, balanced when it comes to work, and you get your wish. Unfortunately, around love, there may be a little bit of turmoil. You got the Tower and the Heartbreak card, but the Heartbreak card is in reverse. So it may be something that you just decide to let go of and move on from. And you may be feeling a little bit burdened by the situation, but at the end of the day, think it's the best thing for you. I'm a little bit more confident that you're going to do better career-wise, especially moving into the beginning part of the year, where love may be a little bit dicey until we get into the spring. I think that focusing too on your work and career will be helpful. Keep your mind off of things. Ashmita, is karma still pulling RJ and me together? Okay. Yeah, you got karma on your side. You definitely do. Phoebe, how does my ex feel now after he called me? Well, he's feeling overall happiness, and he's feeling a little bit of relief. However, it's still showing that he's like a little bit bound up. He feels like at least he's got his foot in the door now, and we'll see what happens next. The sun here is in reverse, which means that there's like a delay when it comes to happiness. So I'm glad that the lines of communication are now open. Um, but I don't think that he's totally 100% ready to come forward. I think he feels relief that you spoke to him, though. Um, Shar, does Lee have feelings for me? Okay. Yeah, he definitely does. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He does. He does. And he needs to spin the wheel of fortune because he's got luck on his side with you. So he should definitely step up to the plate. It could be something really great between the two of you. Costanza. What do you think of two people wanting to be together, but tarot readers tell them they're not meant for each other? Do you think it's possible to make it work if they both want to make an effort? Absolutely. Free will trumps everything. So, it's like the cards are suggestion. You also have the law of attraction that you can be working with. And then there's also two people, it's like astrologers, right? I've had astrologers predict to me. I can't even tell you how many times that I should have been married by now, and I've never been married. And when I was dating the guy over the 10 years, when I was off and on with him, astrologers were predicting that I would get married first and that he wouldn't. And astrologers were predicting that he would have a lot of children. I don't even know if he has kids. He probably does now, but and I talked to him, but I guess he probably feels like it's just a sore subject because he actually pulled a maneuver where he got married behind my back, didn't tell me, continued to see me. And I found out years later, after I sort of ended it with him, and I was already seeing somebody else. But they were predicting that I would be married first and that he wouldn't be married first. So sometimes the aspect is there, but that doesn't mean anything. Like you can have it's the story that I always say about the woman that I go to that told me about the young girl. She said to her, "You're going to get engaged." And the girl got engaged. So she had a ring on her finger and she thought that she could do whatever she wanted. Like it was written in stone. She was getting married. Well, her boyfriend found out about it and broke up with her. And then she comes back and she's like, "Yeah, well, you said I was getting married." And she's like, "No, I told you were getting engaged and you got engaged. It doesn't mean that it gives you free reign to do whatever you want. You can't go out and just do whatever you want because you think you're going to get married." So free will and effort and work can definitely trump anything. Tarot cards, astrological aspects. I had an aspect a couple of years ago. It was like the end of August. It was supposed to be a really great aspect, and I had like the worst week ever. So you know what? It's free will that really calls the shots. You can have the opportunity, like if somebody says to me, "Is he going to call me?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he calls and you don't answer the phone. Well, he called. Why didn't you answer the phone? Because a lot of times people get caught up in these games. I'm not going to answer the phone. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to put this picture up over here and see what he thinks of that. All of this bullshit is going out into the universe. What do you think is going to get reflected back? If you are honestly with somebody and you both want to work together, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Work on your relationship. Do the right thing. Communicate. I mean, what does it take? It's the stupid bullshit that gets in the way that destroys everybody's relationships. Putting up pictures on Facebook, making people think this, insinuating that, not being honest, not answering the phone. The only time I would suggest not answering the phone is if somebody's been treating you that way. So if you're with somebody and you want to work on it, I don't give a shit what anyone else says. Work on your relationship and be happy. And if it falls apart at some point, well, then at least you had the experience. X subliminals. Leo's thoughts on me drinking a lot. Do you drink a lot? Because it does show that he thinks that you drink a lot or that you party a lot, but that he doesn't really feel like it's any of his business and that you can do whatever you want. It also shows that he does feel like you're a stable person. He doesn't feel like it interferes with your life. But, I mean, I think he does think that you drink a lot or that you party a lot. But you know what? Sometimes we go through that. I went through that phase where I was drinking all the time. Now I hardly drink ever. All right. Yeah, but I don't see the question for Emma. Oh, did she email me the question maybe? Emma, let me know if you emailed me the question because I can't get to the emails right now. Abel, how does Abel feel now after the call? Oh, I did that one, right? He was feeling relief, or was that somebody else? Let me know if that was somebody else. I'll do Ray, and then Abel, let me know if I answered you. Will new love be entering my life soon? Okay. Definitely. Definitely. You got 2 aces and you got the Lover's card. I would say within the next 3 months, if I had to guess. Susie, my instincts tells me that he's the one. Am I wrong? Okay. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but he is one of the many. We have a lot of people around us that could be the one, but he is definitely one. All right, let me see. Abel, did I answer you? I can't remember. Liz, is it the end for me and Alberto? All right. It doesn't have to be. If you want more, you have a wish here. You can make more out of this situation. You're the one that is going to be in control. You may not feel it, but you are. Okay, Abel. So the question was, how does he feel now after the call? I think somebody else had that question. I answered for them. Okay. How's he feeling after the call? Overall, he feels pretty good. You got the 4 of Wands, which is good. And he is he's connected to his intuition. He feels though like he hasn't made it to the top of the mountain. So whatever the situation was, I don't feel like he either feels like he explained himself enough or he was able to communicate exactly what he wanted, but he feels like it's a start, which is what the last person felt. I think a lot of times when people have not spoken in a while and one person reaches out to the next and they get an answer or they get the phone call gets picked up, they feel like they at least opened up the lines of communication and now there's going to be more to come. So there's somewhat of a relief. P-Love. Not in a good mental space. Advice. Okay. Believe me, I get it. So if you can't stop thinking about something and you're angry, negative, all of that stuff, those are very strong feelings. They go out into the universe very strong. You want to do whatever you can do to take your mind off of that. I don't care what it is. Singing, dancing, art. If you need to watch a YouTube video to figure out how to change a lock, something that takes concentration where you can't think of two things at once. My suggestion would be not to do something that you can do on autopilot. So do something where you need to focus your energy and your concentration and take your mind off of what it is that's eating away at you, because going into a dark space is a spiral and it's hard to get out of it. And once you get to the bottom, it's a long way back up. Anything that you can do, something that takes your mind off of the chatter that's in your mind's head, things that you can't control, and focus on something that you can. I mean, if for nothing else, you can always clean out your closets, clean out your car, do something where you have to take your mind off of what it is that's bothering you and put you in a better place. A lot of the times, putting on music helps, singing to whatever on the radio. I wouldn't suggest doing things like watching TV or a movie because your mind can wander. Focus on doing something that takes all of your energy and all of your thought, because you're going to forget about what it is that's bothering you temporarily, but you really have to be focused. It's not the kind of thing you can fake. And then, metaphysically, bathing with salt water, burning black and white candles, that cleansing the space that you're in. Sometimes cleansing the area that you're in can help mentally. And then also just keeping in mind that there's the one thing, things change. No matter where you are in your life, what's going on, things change, nothing stays the same. And you can count on that. That's the one thing you can count on. So no matter how you're feeling right now, it will pass. There will be a solution and you will get out of it. As long as you stay on the right track and you're doing positive things and you're putting out positive thoughts, just being open up to the possibility of whatever it is, I believe I can make more money. I believe I could have more love in my life. I believe I could take better vacations, because you can. I mean, that's not hokey pokey bullshit. It's possible. I mean, if I were to say to you, well, I believe I'm going to go take a vacation on Venus. Well, that's unbelievable. But me being able to take a vacation to Florida, that's not unbelievable. Why can't I do that? Just being open to the thought, it starts, yeah, well, it's possible. Maybe I'll have enough money by, I don't know, February 1st to go to Las Vegas, whatever it is. Let me see, what was the rest of that question? Not in a good mental space. Okay. But look, here you are working hard. So and you got the strength to pull yourself out of it. Take a spin on the Wheel of Fortune. This is temporary. This is going to pass. It's going to pass. You have a lot of strength around you, which is a good thing. Maria, is the ex-Taurus getting married because I'm getting married? I mean, can you imagine that that's how people make decisions? I mean, people do stupid shit like that, but can you imagine making that decision? Well, it's showing that they're feeling very burdened by the idea of being married. I don't think that they're going to end up getting married. I think that this is either a rebound kind of a thing, or they're afraid to be alone, but I don't know that it's going to I don't know it's going to happen the way they think it's going to happen right now. Marie, why is she texting me from fake apps again? because she's got an obsession. She wants to know what's going on. I would have nothing to do with this person. The Chariot is in reverse. If you cut her off, she'll go nowhere. You have strength around you, but you have a delay when it comes to happiness. I would give this person no energy. Nothing. Nothing. Savannah. What does Will the Sag think of the message I sent? Okay. I don't know what you sent, but it kind of knocked him off of balance, and he's sort of feeling a little bit upset by it. You got the Tower here. If he's not upset by it, something may happen between the two of you that's upsetting. He's holding himself back, but it blows over inevitably, and temperance gets restored. Balance, patience, compassion, that kind of thing. So, I don't know what you sent him, but it looks like it may be eating away at him a little bit. Maria, career for 2020. Transforming, feeling like your hard work is taking you someplace. Financial stability comes in. Persevering. Now, persevering maybe, this is a job that's built here on solid ground. So if it could be that you change jobs, it's not showing a job change right now, but it is showing stability and more money coming in. So it could be climbing your way to the top of the company that you're already in. No longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Moving forward. You got a lot of pentacles around you. You got significantly much more money coming in, and balance gets restored to your life in 2020. So if you don't change jobs, and I'm not thinking that you're going to, it's not showing that. I think you could be moving up in the company that you're in, working hard for maybe a promotion or something, and getting it. Where am I? Susie, I'm 50 years old. I'm too old for games. What do I do? I know, believe me. Okay. Your intuition leads you to a transformation that makes your wish come true. Listen to your intuition. Don't hold yourself back. Put yourself out there. So you got pentacles around you, earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You also have air signs, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There is no reason why you can't date. There's no reason why you can't date somebody else or entertain somebody else in the meantime. I think that if you don't give somebody else a chance, you're going to regret it. I think giving somebody else a chance may change the way you think about this situation, and your relationship with him, it looks like it's going to move forward because the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. But let me tell you something. I feel the same way about games. And I don't care if you're 50 or if you're 35 or if you're 40. It doesn't matter. It's like life is just too short for games, and we don't know what tomorrow holds. So why people can't just man up and do the right thing, I'll never understand. But it's more common than not. It really is. It's more common than not. So my suggestion would be just open up your eyes and your ears and your surroundings to what's around you. Don't lock yourself into just being with this one person if they're not giving you what you want. But at the same time, I do think that other energy being around you is going to make this person stand up. I know, it's very frustrating, believe me. I know. Phoebe, what do you see coming in love and when? All right, you do have an offering of love coming in. It could be with a Pisces. Use your intuition. And when this person shows up, you got the Ace of Swords, which means you're calling the shots. You're going to set the boundaries. The relationship could move forward quickly. It could be kind of like a life-changing thing. The Chariot is here. It could be a Cancer that shows up, or it could just be that when you meet this person, you click and you move forward quickly. Some relationships are like that. You meet somebody, you hit it off, and it's easy. Other relationships are a little bit more difficult. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Let me just shuffle these if I get a time frame. I'm thinking the springtime. You should meet this person by the spring. Melba, what does Pedro see in terms of our relationship? Okay. He feels regret of something that didn't happen or that he didn't handle properly. He feels like he hasn't made it to the top of the mountain. However, he is willing to put more time and effort in. He also thinks that, well, you have to use your intuition when dealing with him. Karma is going to step in here if he doesn't man up soon, and you're going to have some fun times around him. Your relationship with him is moving forward quickly with the Eight of Wands. I think his intentions are to get things on track, move forward, and that he's got some fun activities or dates planned or some fun ideas coming in the future. Yeah, he wants that relationship to move forward. SS, general reading on love. Okay, let's see what's happening here. General and love. Okay, you walk away from something that no longer serves you. Moving into 2020, you have the world at your feet and you see justice served. You also have choices coming in 2020. The Fool is here, which means fun, lighthearted, carefree times. You have a water sign here with the Page of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and you're going to be prepared to move forward with this person and your wish comes true. Woo-woo. Was Nate only with me because he got me pregnant? No, I don't believe that. In this day and age, nobody's got to stay with anyone just because they got them pregnant. That used to work in the 50s. That doesn't work anymore. No, he cared about you. He cared very deeply for you. And he still does care about you. Don't think that. Don't even put that out into the universe. I don't even want you to think like that. Maria. Julia is going to look for me. She lost it, 24. Wait a minute. I don't understand what the question is. She's going to look for me. She lost it. Can you just clarify that? Because I want to make sure I answer it right. Shar, what will happen if I tell Lee my feelings? Okay. I don't think that the timing is right just yet because it shows he's a little undecided and he's not in the right headspace for that. Give this a couple of weeks at best, and I think that balance gets restored to the situation, and you don't have to tell them how you feel. Now it's going to come out organically when the time is right, and then you're going to be calling the shots because you got the Ace of Swords. So you're going to set your boundaries, and you're going to get a chance to say, look, this is what I'm willing to put up with. This is what I won't stand for, and he will abide by it. All right, Maria, I'm going to answer the general love reading one, but I still need clarity on what that first question was about. Okay, general reading for love and money for Maria. All right, you're going to be working really hard on a new endeavor moving into 2020. Use your intuition. Either it's a new job, a new study, training to do a new something. It has to do with work. Whatever this topic is, it's going to move you forward very quickly. You could even buy a home, redecorate your home. It puts you in a whole different frame financially. I think that it could lead to a new job, a new career, or something where you're making a lot more money. As far as love is concerned, you have a spiritual connection here to somebody around you who's a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Okay. Maria, she lost it on 24 Christmas Eve, and she's off. Everyone, she told words, heard of me. Wait a second. She lost it on Christmas Eve, and she's off. Everyone told words. Zara, do you understand what she means? I'm just not sure of what exactly she means. What did she lose? Oh, she went off on me on Christmas Eve. She went off on me on Christmas Eve. All right. Oh, she lost her shit on Christmas Eve. All right, I see. All right, what's happening here with Julia? Use your intuition when dealing with her. She's coming back. You got the Six of Cups. She's also feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders. I would not push this person because she could explode again. Use your intuition. You've got the Magician card here. Watch your thoughts. All thoughts manifest. You're going to be prepared to deal with her when she comes back, and I think that she's going to apologize. Or if she doesn't have the balls to apologize, she's going to start to work on fixing things. Sure. What will the lead do? What will lead do if I set boundaries? You're going to get your wish. Karma's going to step in. Karma's going to stand up for you when you stand up for yourself. That's what's going to happen. Karma steps up for you when you stand up for yourself. Put your foot down. SS. Will I meet A? All right. General reading with A. All right, I think you are going to meet A, and I think that there's going to be an offering presented in front of you that you may not be seeing. I think that the relationship with A could move forward fast if you want it to, but it's going to be your call. You have victory around you if you want it. I think that he's going to present you something, or he's going to make an offering, or you're going to know that he's into you. The relationship can move forward very quickly. But once again, you have the Ace of Swords, so you're calling the shots, which is good. Jennifer, how did he feel when I saw him with his girlfriend? The future of our connection. Okay. I think he felt incredibly awkward. However, I think that this is all going to blow over. You got the Temperance card here. Use your intuition. You have the Star card here. If he's from your past, he comes back. If not, somebody else from your past comes back. Either way, you're taking a spin on the wheel of fortune, and karma's going to step in and set the record straight. Your life moves forward quickly in 2020, but you're not going to be free of burdens. You're going to feel like dealing with a lot of bullshit in 2020, but getting through it, and karma is going to help you. Karma, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, it's going to help you. All right, I'm going way back up to the top. I know that I lost a lot of people, but I'll do my best to get everyone in. Ankita, will my person, the Virgo, come towards me and marry me? Okay, so marriage between Ankita and the Virgo. The person is coming forward, but I'm not seeing marriage, not yet. Doesn't mean never, it just means not right now. Zara, will I find true love soon? Who will it be? Okay. I think you will. I think there's a Leo around you right now that's pretty interested in you. I think this springtime you're going to have love come in, and it's going to be a solid relationship. Valentina, does the Pisces think if they offered to wanting to get back together with me, I would reject them? Okay. I don't think that I think they are a little bit afraid of rejection in general, but I don't think that that's an issue for them right now. Emma wants to book a reading. All right, Emma, if you're there, just send me an email and I can do it either later today or tomorrow. RRKK, who's going to come into my life? All right, who's coming into RRKK's life? You got somebody coming in with a substantial amount of money, and you're going to also have choices. So you got a ton of money coming in here with whoever it is that you end up with. You walk away from what no longer is working out for you in the past. Choices with a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Leaving heartbreak in the past and transforming your life. Pursuing with someone who comes in out of the blue. I think that they're going to be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Lily, do they have a good relationship like it seems? Listen, I don't have to tell you that all that glistens isn't gold. All that glistens isn't gold. Anyone that's got to put on an act for you, they're lying. That ain't true. Their relationship comes off mediocre at best. Here's the thing. Anyone that's got to put up a show, okay, or make you think something, is doing exactly that, trying to make you think something. The realest relationships that I know and the realest relationships that I've read are not by people that are trying to convince anybody of anything. They're just living their lives satisfied with what they have, and they're not looking at what other people have or how other people view them or what they think of them. So you know what? If anyone is trying to make you think that they have the perfect life, their life is far from it. Far from it. And it's like embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for those people. Let's see. pH. Oh, that's not a question. Breezy, how did Rod feel about the text message I sent him? All right. He feels a little stuck. Hangman. I don't know what the text message said, but it looks like he feels a little stuck and he's not sure what to do. So I'm not really sure what you said to him, but give him a minute to dig himself out. Malapale, when will the Gemini be able to fix his situation and move forward towards me by then? Okay, when is he fixing the situation? Ace of Spades, transformation, right there. He's working on it right now. So the ace would be the first of the year, the first of any month. The spades would be not until the fall. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think he's working on it right now. The ace of spades is the transformation card, the death card. Chai May. Who's coming towards me? All right, who's coming towards Chai May? You have a water sign here. It could be a Cancer, or it could be a Pisces or a Scorpio, and the relationship moves forward quickly. The Chariot could be a Cancer, or it could be the relationship moves forward. This person comes in pursuing you hard. Hard. Ave Marie. Does my ex, the M, have a woman or a girl now? And does he love me or not? Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 2. I don't think he has anybody. He cares very much about you. There are feelings here. I can't tell you that he's totally in love with you. I think he vacillates back and forth a little bit, but I don't think he's with anybody right now. Pinky wants a love reading. Okay. Pinky Lee. I'm getting air sign coming in here, an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. That brings you great happiness, a lot of fun times, and a transformation comes to your life. Make a wish, put it out there, balance gets restored to the situation. You're laying down the law in 2020, setting up boundaries and not taking any bullshit. You also might be working on a creative project, and it's quite possible that you may be going on vacation either across water or to water. Emin. Does O think of me romantically? Okay. Yes, very much. PH. Is the Aquarius man the one for me? Okay. He's one of the many. Yeah, he is one for you. But there are other people out there too. All right, let me see. Yeah, we don't just have one person that's right for us. We have a lot of people. And sometimes, you know, some people are better for us than others. Um, uh-huh. Did I ever answer Mihak? Anybody know? I can't remember, but I see a couple of people telling me to read. I don't think I read this one. How are things going to be with my hubby in January 2020? All right, let me do that one. I don't think I answered this. How are things going to be in 2020? January 2020. Well, if you're separated or not together, this person comes back, right? You have a somebody from your past coming back, and you work on the relationship to stabilize it. There's happiness surrounding you, and there's going to be an offer in front of you. So he may come back making some kind of an offer. I don't know if you guys are together right now. If you're not together, I'm going to say he's coming back. If you are together, I'm going to say you're working hard on your relationship in 2020. And you may be working on a spiritual connection the two of you share, or some kind of a spiritual project, you know, like a spiritual something that you do together. Whether you go to yoga together, or you chant together, or something spiritually that you both can do together. Can somebody tell me what was the question for SS that I skipped? Because I can't find it. Maria, does the ex-Taurus still have feelings for me? Will he come back? Okay. He definitely has feelings for you. You're going to hear from him for certain. SS, can you just send me the question again? Because my battery is starting to run low and I want to make sure that I get to it. Maria, who's coming towards me in love in 2020? You have a Virgo here and a Taurus. So you might have some choices. You have happiness that comes in, the happy home, and you also have a job offering in 2020 that may come in out of the blue that's puts you in a better place financially. So I think you may have a choice between a Taurus and a Virgo, or it could be like a Virgo Taurus rising or Taurus Virgo rising, something like that. Emily, when will the Libra reach out? Okay, let's see. When will the Libra reach out? 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, the spring, or the month of August. I think that you can hear from them anywhere between 8 days and 8 weeks. It may take them a little bit of time to get their ass in gear, or it could be like January 8th. There's an 8 around it. But I think it's relatively soon. I did do MeHack. I think, okay, here, this one for SS I skipped. What are Prayful's intentions for me? Okay. I think that he may want to be with you with the star card here. He may feel, though, that he's a little bit out of balance or that he doesn't have enough to offer you. I think that he's a good person, but I think that he may be a little lackadaisical when it comes to work. It does look like he's financially stable or somewhat stable, but he looks a little bit regretful. So I don't know if he feels like he missed his opportunity or if he feels like he doesn't have a chance. Okay. I made it through the super chats, right? Oh, here, Lauren. I have to do Lauren and Ina's. I'll come back on later. I just got to charge his phone. Ina's, what's coming towards me in love? Getting over a heartbreak, laying down the law, life moves forward, happiness comes in. You have a soulmate relationship that could lead to the happy home that's very well balanced. Possibly be with a Virgo. You feel like you have the world at your feet. This person comes in with money and you're no longer worried about the past. Life moves forward for you. Life moves forward for you big time. Lauren, does he want me back? He does. He wants to reconnect with you. Definitely. Mahalia, what should I know about the man that I'm in love with? Okay. That you have to set boundaries with him. You have to let him know what you want and what you're going to put up with. Otherwise, he could kind of run amok.